Hey team, do you keep bringing your 5-in-1 reflector to shoots and not taking it out of the bag because you've got no idea what to do with it? Well today, that all changes. We're going to show you some interior shots and some exterior shots so you can feel confident using a 5-in-1 reflector on set. So there are three purposes of a 5-in-1 reflector, and that is to bounce light, cut light, or diffuse light. And it does that with the 5 different sides, which is where the 5-in-1 reflector name comes from. So your 5 different sides are gold, then there's a silver side, a white side, and a diffusion frame in the middle. And then some of your fleckies for the 5th side will have either a cross pattern of gold and silver, or they'll have a black side. So the first side we're going to talk about is the white side, the white bounce. So this is the side you're probably going to use the most. It gives you a nice natural soft bounce from your key light to serve as your fill source, and pretty much works in every situation. And then for exteriors, if you're using the sun as your backlight, you can put the white bounce in front of your subject and it can serve as either your key or your fill light for whatever the situation needs. The next side we're going to talk about is the silver side. This is harsher and brighter than the white bounce, but it's still neutral if slightly cool. The silver side can be great for bouncing light onto close-ups or insert shots where you're trying to accent something. And then for exteriors, the silver side is great if you can't get close to your subject, but you still need a bounce. The silver will give you enough throw to reach. The next side we're going to talk about is the gold bounce side. This is just as bright and just as harsh as the silver side, except it's going to give you a warm bounce. This can look great on warm skin tones, or it can serve as like a warm accent for like a hair light, a rim light, backlight, whatever you want. And then for exteriors, this can serve really well if you're looking to enhance or even create that golden hour look. The next side that we're going to talk about, that's not really a side because it's actually the center of a 5-in-1 reflector, is the diffusion frame. So this is the core of every 5-in-1 reflector. All of the other sides wrap around this and get zipped up. And this has 2 functions. The first is, of course, that it's a diffusion frame, so you can diffuse light through it, or you can even bounce light off it if you need an even softer bounce than the white. The next side we're going to talk about is the gold and silver pattern. This is going to be just as intense as the gold side and the silver side and has the same use cases. However, the color temperature sits in between the two. So if you want something warmer than silver, but not as warm as gold, this will be the side you want to use. The last side we're going to talk about is the black side. Now remember that not all fleckies are going to have a black side, but for those that do, this is used to cut light. So if you're shooting in a big room that's got lots of light bouncing around that you don't want bouncing around, you can hold this up to your subject's face and it's going to cut out that light and make sure that no light is bouncing off of it to generate some negative fill. And negative fill can create a lot of depth and contrast into a subject's face and just make your image look a bit more interesting. And then for exteriors, the black side is used in the exact same way to cut excess light. For example, if you're shooting outside on green grass, sometimes that can cast a green light onto the underside of your actors, and you can use your black side to just cut out that bounce so you don't get any Shrek skin. So there you have it, that's how you use your fleckies. Now I better see some more out on set. Hope you found that video helpful. Please leave a comment below with any video tutorial suggestions you want to see from us next, and we'll see you in the next video.